Well, let's see how big Bertha is. From the top to the bottom. 6 3/4 inches.
Okay, that's bigger than it was last year. That's great.
Oh, cool.
Go ahead and cut her.
Okay. How do I get in here? Here we go. Oh, look at that fine looking big Bertha.
Yeah.
Stem to stern. Oops. See there. At least 6 1/2. Yeah. A good 6 1/2.
Okay.
Hooray!
Yeah, great.
Looks like you got
There's
some
another
more.
one.
Oh, look at this. Was another nice one.
Give that another week. And this is the first time we've had peppers growing this good. As many as there are.
Oh,
last
look
year
at
last year we had one big Bertha. This year we're going to have a lot more.
Oh, and you got a, what is this? Mucho nacho or something?
These are pretty hot peppers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pepper fooled you.
Yeah, and they're still hot. Sure.
I thought they were supposed to look like hot peppers, but then be mild.
That's right. That's what it used to be. But now I put in fish meal or whatever it is, ground up fish bones and whatever. I put that in there, and that's really making this thing pop out. Second year I've used that fish meal, so that's good.
Cut some of this
So today I'm going to be working on tomatoes. Maybe I'll pick that big Bertha back there because it's starting to turn red. And then here we have eggplant. Black Beauty eggplant. A whole bunch of beans. Here we are with the beans, ready to be pointed. And over here, I think this is rutabagas. Yeah, rutabagas. So they'll probably get picked pretty soon, and then I'll plant some more beans in here. Carrots are finally growing. Swiss chard.
Nice thing about Swiss chard, you can cut it, eat it, and it will grow back some more. Ant's got to some of it, but
yeah, you fry this up in some butter. It's great stuff.
What I like to do is I dice the stalks like celery. You know how you would chop that up, and then take the leaves off the ribs, and then cook that like spinach.
This year I put it in a screen like this and held it up. This one I did not put in a screen, and we did not get as many leaves off of this one as we did with the screen on. So that might be an answer to why Swiss chard doesn't grow very well around here. And it keeps it protected from those moths and those animals with the big ears and those furry rats called squirrels. There's marigolds in here. That was supposed to be a sweet potato, but it never took off. And here are all the potatoes right now. And as you can see, they're still growing. So if they're growing up here, they're growing down below. Last year I looked on Facebook and saw that we didn't pick them until the early part of October, I think it was, is when we picked them. So probably the latter part of September, early part of October is when these guys will be ready to harvest.
And these marigolds are just, I took off of the spent blossoms off of there, and I just sprinkled them over the dirt and just kind of squished the dirt over them, so they just came up by themselves. And I could take those out and transplant them. I might take those out and transplant them over here in this bed that's next to the garage.
Yeah. And the flowers are doing well. This coming next year, this whole area here where we planted all these small little red flowers that you see down here on the end, or down here, they just didn't grow. These are just starting to grow now because, as I figure it, it's more in the shade now that it's like, or no, what is it? August? Yeah, August, and now they're starting to grow. See how little these are here. Some of them even got burnt from the sun. But here's the ones that are in the shade, and they took off right away. They grew really well. So I guess this is a shade flower, and we need to realize that for next year. There's always things to learn. These are rutabagas, and I just pulled them out and just planted beans where they were. I'm actually going to use all those roots down there for when I do models this winter. Somehow I'm going to let those dry out. Same as what I did right over here with these sticks here, see? These are going to be trees. Yeah, trees. They're all going to be trees.